What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. This is how I caught 350 points. Was it? Yeah. So this is how I caught 350 points. Here's all the execution labels. I'll basically just go over exactly how I caught this move. This is the biggest trade I've ever took. It was with 4 micros because market is very volatile today. Today is Thursday, June 25th, 2026. So let me basically walk y'all through. I keep saying walk y'all over, but walk y'all through how I caught this move, right? So 9:30 open, we hit this fair value gap, 4 hour fair value gap right here. 9:30 manipulated higher. 1 second. 9:30 manipulated higher, open right here, manipulated higher, took out this high, boom, came down. Well, this is 9 o'clock candle, whatever, but boom, came down. If we go to 9 o'clock, so 9:30 open, as you all can see, dumped, right? Boom. Now, in this dump, we could always expect a reversal somewhere, somehow, right? You could always expect a reversal. So initially, I want a reversal at the OTE of this whole range, right? From the swing low to the swing high. And I wanted to catch reversals right here, right? And obviously that didn't work out. I took about one loss on my combine on my lucid accounts, but it was okay. I just locked myself out for the day. But what I did notice was after that OTE failed, what I did notice was that we had a 4 hour rejection block, right? So if you look on the 4 hour time frame, we had this rejection block that got reacted to. Right, we had this rejection block and this reacted to it, and um, basically, go up, right? So boom. So after I noticed that this rejection block was valid for this to make market go up, I also noticed that this rejection block would also be a sensitive area, right, for price to then react it to. Boom. So I marked it out, my rectangle, marked it out. I dropped to my 5 minute time frame. Okay, cool. What I did was I waited for price. I waited for all this move to happen, right? So market dumped about 800 points. I think it's about 1,000 actually. So from this high, market dumped damn near 1,000 points, right? Damn near 1,000 points. So we could always expect a reversal somewhere, somehow, right? So after that dump, what we had right here, I tried to enter at this rejection block, as you all can see. I tried to enter at that rejection block and I got stopped out. Boom. But I just realized that that was manipulation and it was also premature because price did not hit CE of the 4 hour, right? So what I did was I waited for price to hit the CE, the midpoint of the 4 hour rejection block. And what we also had was manipulation, right? We also had a sweep of liquidity. We reversed higher. Also a 1 minute. We also created another 1 minute rejection block right here, right? Boom. So after all that, market came back higher, right? And once market came higher, we created a CISD with this candle, and I waited for I waited for price to come back down, hit my CISD level, and then I took my long entry, right? I didn't I didn't prematurely enter. Once it hit the CISD, I waited for displacement higher. I entered somewhere around there. Stops was below the low. Actually, I think I entered somewhere there. Stops was below the low, 82 point stop loss. Obviously, I sized down to 4 micros because the market was very volatile. It was a lot of volume within the market. So once I entered, basically, liquidity sweep, 4 hour liquidity sweep manipulation, 4 hour rejection block, 1 minute CISD, 1 minute rejection block, displacement candle upwards. I entered there and I targeted. I think I entered a little bit down here. Well, 340 points, whatever. Fuck it. It still was a good trade. So I entered there, and obviously, I tried to manage my risk. This was my first. So at this point, I wanted to go break even, but I was like, you know what? Let me at least take some profit. So once price took out that high up there, we had this fair value gap right here. Once price took out that high, we had this fair value gap, And then what I did was I moved my stop loss below this fair value gap and below this gray zone, right? So I put my stop loss right here. Obviously, I got stopped out, but I still made profit, still took my profit, But I had a strong long bias, so I still expected price to keep going longs. So what I did was I marked out my OTE from this swing low to this swing high. Marked out my OTE. Also, you could also see that OTE aligns with this CISD right here. Boom. And then what we also had was this 1 minute rejection block once again. So that's where I entered the 1 minute rejection block. Stops below the low for about 20 points. And once again, once price came up, it hit this purple zone right there. Let me delete this. Once price came up, hit that purple zone, I trailed my stop loss about here, below this gray zone, below this fair value gap also. And what happened was, wait, what the fuck did I just do? Oh yeah, I can't put it all the way up there. But I trailed my stop loss basically below that gray zone, that fair value gap, and I got stopped out once again, right? But still took profit, so that was good. So what I noticed was once I got stopped out, what we also had right here was a CISD. A CISD. We also had OTE, swing low, swing high once again. Price hit OTE, the 0.705 level, and the CISD level. Boom, perfect, right? And we also created a large wick for price to that's telling me that price is rejecting this level, which means this is a sensitive level for price to keep going higher, right? So boom, we have all that aligned together. I noticed that price reacted to my CISD and my OTE. I marked out this 1 minute rejection block, and once I got this candle closure, I think right here, I entered. I put my stop loss below the rejection block, and I just targeted back up here, right, for another 22 points. And that was basically my trades for today. Basically, that's how I caught 340 points. I took profit twice, and then the trade played out in my favor. So basically, this was the whole trade. Uh, if I just go break even right here, I wouldn't have to take profit or whatever. But it is what it is. I'm happy with what I got, and yeah, hope y'all learned something. Hope y'all I could catch y'all in the next YouTube video, and make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share the video, show some support, and bye y'all. Love y'all.